punta naman po tayo dito pa sa isang topic na nakita po natin na kung saan mga kababayan tila ayaw po atang ipatawag ni Congressman Rufus Rodriguez ito pong si Attorney Powa. Ano po kasi mga kababayan, nagkaroon po ng motion kanina dito na kung saan kahit ito pong si Attorney Michael Powa ay dapat din pong ipatawag ano po ng Committee on Justice para matanong din mga kababayan ano po at makapagpaliwanag. Ngayon, tila nag-abogado na naman etong si Congressman Rufus dito po kay na Attorney Powa at dito po kay na Sara Duterte. Ito, pakinggan po natin.
Madam Chair, my fourth motion is also for the production of subpoena judice tecum and subpoena ad testificandum to the custodian of the Archives Division of the House of Representatives to produce, identify, and authenticate transcripts, video recordings, and related records of prior hearings of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability on the Office of the Vice Presidents and Department of Education's disposition of their confidential funds for 2022 and 2023. I so move, Madam Chair.
There is a pending motion for the issuance of subpoena duces tecum and ad testificandum to the Legislative Library Archives Division, House of Representatives, as well as for the production of transcript and video recording of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability on September 18, 2024, September 25, 2024, October 17, 2024, November 5, 2024, November 25, 2024, as well as the production of the affidavit of USEC Gloria Mercado and the envelopes labeled Hope submitted by Undersecretary Mercado. The motion has been seconded by the Honorable Zamora. Is there any objection? Hearing none. The motion is hereby granted. The necessary subpoena duces tecum and ad testificandum in as far as the Legislative Library Archives Division of the House of Representatives is hereby directed to be issued by the committee. The Honorable Dilima.
Madam Chair,
Yan.
the fifth and last motion for today's proceedings for the production of subpoena judice tecum and subpoena ad testificandum to be addressed to a representative from the Philippine Statistics Authority to produce, identify, and authenticate certifications from the civil registry system, such as the database, the PSA Civil Registry System database on the certificate of live birth, certificate of marriage, certificate of death, on several names found in the submissions of the Office of the Vice President and Department of Education, particularly certification dated December 8, 2024
Nako.
and December 11, 2020.
Mukhang palalabasin na si Mary Grace Piatos. Mukhang kikilalanin na si Mary Grace Piatos, mga kababayan.
4. This is to show the recipients of OVPs and DepEd's confidential funds had no birth, marriage, or death records, as well as to identify and authenticate the requested certifications. I so move.
There is a motion for issuance of subpoena ad testificandum to the Philippine Statistics Authority, Carlos P. Garcia, to the Philippine Statistics Authority, or to the representative of the Philippine Statistics Authority, and for subpoena duces tecum with respect to the original copies of the certifications pertaining to PSA verification made from PSA Civil Registry System database on the certificate of live birth, marriage, and death on several names found in the submissions of the OVP and DepEd, particularly the following.
May nag-comment, basahin natin, sabi ni Ma'am Cora Serrano, bakit takot si Sara kay Trillanes? Kasi yung sinasabi ni Trillanes, mga kababayan, pag sinabi niyang kakasuhan niya si Sara, kakasuhan niya talaga. Pag sinabi niyang ipapakulong niya si Sara, ipapakulong niya talaga si Sara. Ganun po, mga kababayan, si former Senator Antonio Trillanes. Kung ano yung sinabi niya, ginagawa niya.
certification dated December 8, 2024, and certification dated December 11, 2024. Do I hear a second?
Second.
The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. The committee
Madam
is
Chair.
directed to issue the necessary subpoena to the representative of the PSA as well as for the production of the documents mentioned therein.
Madam Chair, just a manifestation.
Yan.
The Honorable Marcoleta is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I recall during the previous hearings, maybe 2 or 3 past hearings ago, I raised the issue of procedural due process when I said that ginanap ng Kongreso ang trabaho na di dapat nila ginagawa dahil ito ay trabaho ng COA. And I was referring to the past hearings made by the Quadcom or if I'm not mistaken, the Committee on Good Governance. And the chair remarked that wala pong kinalaman ang mga past hearings ngayong hearing ng
Panoorin nyo kung paano mapahiya itong si Junior.
impeachment ni VP Sara. Pero ngayon po ay tila ginagamit natin at humingi tayo ng dokumento mula sa mga hearings na yon. So ako po ay nagugulumihanan. Kala ko po ba walang kinalaman ang mga past hearings ng Quadcom o ng Committee on Good Government, pero tayo po ay nagbabalik tanaw at kukuha ng mga dokumento mula sa archives ng hearing na yon. May I be clarified, Madam Chair?
This impeachment proceeding pertains to the fitness to hold public office of our Vice President Sara Zimmerman C. Duterte. That is the reason why manifestations pertaining to the past inquiry of Quadcom and even of the Committee on Good Government was discouraged by the chairperson. Nevertheless, all the manifestations of the Honorable Marcoleta are duly noted by the Committee on Justice. Now we proceed. We have discussed already all the pending matters before the committee, and the chair wishes to reiterate the previously announced schedules for our subsequent hearings. That
Kita nyo, natahimik si Junior.
Chair,
includes
Madam
April
Chair,
14.
Madam Chair, Madam Chair.
After this announcement, April 14, April 22, and April 29.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Tino first, and then the Honorable D.S. Konghon.
Madam Chair, may I make an additional motion for the issuance of a subpoena?
Like to make another motion for the
Yes.
issuance of subpoena.
I move that the subpoena be issued to Attorney Michael Wesley Poa
Yan.
in his capacity as the former Chief of Staff of the Vice President and DepEd Secretary from 2022 to 2023. In such capacity, he has very material and relevant information on how the confidential funds in the DepEd were used, and in particular, he had a direct role in the preparation of the accomplishment reports.
Kaya hindi talaga siya pipwede. Mga kababayan, itong si Michael Poa, kaya hindi siya pwedeng maging legal team ni Sara Duterte, magtatanggol kay Sara kasi may conflict of interest talaga. At kung makikita nyo, pinapapunta rin o pinapadalo din dito itong si Michael Poa kasi meron po talaga siyang partisipasyon doon sa nangyaring, pagpalagay natin, doon sa pagkawala, sa madalit salita, ng 125 million pesos. Kasi nasa posisyon po siya nung mga panahon na yon. Ano po, so ngayon ituloy pa natin.
Relating to the use of the DepEd's confidential funds, some of which these accomplishment reports have been the subject of the request for subpoena that this committee has approved.
May
So
we
I
hear
so
from
move, Madam
our
Chair.
endorser? Would you like to comment to the motion of the Honorable Tino? He wishes for the issuance of subpoena ad testificandum to Attorney Michael Poa,
Yeah.
considering that during that time, he was assuming the position of
Chief of Staff of the DepEd Secretary,
COS
yes,
of DepEd.
Tama.
Undersecretary, with the rank of Undersecretary.
Honorable De Lima?
My motion was pertained only to the custodian of those COA auditory records, including liquidation reports, disbursement vouchers, certifications, and related submissions from the custodian, the official custodian of the Intelligence and Confidential Funds Audit Office of the Commission on Audit. I won't have any strong objection to that request, since it's related to this item.
All right,
The
so,
subject matter of the first motion that I put forth, which was approved by the body.
so the chair will now act on the motion. The committee will now act on the motion. Is that an objection to the motion of the
Definitely.
Honorable Tino?
I object.
Yan.
Are there
Eto na naman yung abogado ni Sara Duterte. Nag-aabogado na naman, mga kababayan. Pakinggan nyo.
documents that the Chief of Staff, Attorney Poa, has signed that he would be a witness to identify? As the proponent.
Before we entertain the objection of the Honorable Rodriguez,
Diba?
let me just formalize that there is a motion raised by the Honorable Tino to issue a subpoena ad testificandum to Attorney Michael Poa, considering that he was the Chief of Staff of the Office of the Department of Education during the alleged period of 2022 and 2023. Do I hear a second?
Second.
The same has been seconded by the Honorable D.S. Konghon. Now let's hear the objection of the Honorable Rodriguez.
Ayan.
Madam Chair, I could not find nexus borne by evidence or ultimate facts that would now make the Chief of Staff and lawyer of the Vice President to be subpoenaed. In fact, he has entered this appearance as counsel. So I would like to know whether there are documents which he certified or he signed.
Hindi, kasi questionable na nga mga kababayan yung ano eh. Di ba questionable na nga itong pagiging legal counsel ni Attorney Poa ni Sara Duterte. Kasi nga magkakaroon nga ng conflict of interest. Ngayon, ang nakakapagtaka kasi dito kay Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, bakit hindi nila hayaan na ipatawag itong si Michael Poa? Lalo na, at meron po siyang mataas na posisyon. Ano po sa opisina ni Vice President Sara Duterte noong mga panahon na yon.
That would make
At take note, isa si Michael Poa sa pinagkakatiwalaang tao ni Vice President Sara Duterte.
him be able to be invited, to be given subpoena to appear in this committee. Otherwise, then we can, just because they are in the office of the Vice President, we'll be giving subpoena to everybody there in the Vice President's office. So I object, and I would like to know about that. Are there documents that would show that he has been part of these confidential funds?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Diba?
In the third complaint endorsed by the Honorable De Lima, there is a section extensively discussing the role that then USEC Poa played.
O yun nga din ang pagkakaalam ko, Dorcas eh. Sabi niya dito, di ba Yusik si Poa sa DepEd doon? Siya nagmamahala ng DepEd. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko
in preparing the accomplishment reports pertaining to the use of the confidential funds, where and the complaint cites the transcripts of the hearings of the Committee on Good Governance on this matter, where USEC Poa admits that he was ordered by the Vice.
Sabi nga dito mga kababayan, ito basahin natin Sabi dito, si Poa ay na Defense Counsel and then OVP spokesperson and then naging DepEd Undersecretary. Prior to his OVP role, he was Undersecretary and the spokesperson for the Department of Education, DepEd mga kababayan, from July 2022 to July 2024. Ano pa siya pa nga yung sumama na Undersecretary mga kababayan kay Sara Duterte, nung napatalsik namin si Sara, ano po sa, alam niyo na yun, nung nag-rally. Nung siya ay secretary ng DepEd. Ano po, so, isa po si Michael Poa sa sumama kay Sara Duterte. So may partisipasyon talaga ito pong si Michael Poa. Anyway, tuloy pa natin.
President to submit these accomplishment reports. And also cited in the complaint that the several army units denied what was claimed in these accomplishment reports.
So we've heard the justification of the Honorable Tino. We've heard as well the justification in the objection of the Honorable Rodriguez. We are a collegial body. So we shall now proceed to vote on the motion
Before
of the
the
Honorable
voting,
Tino.
Madam Chair, I would like
Ay, tandaan nyo ha, naging undersecretary po ng DepEd, ito pong si Michael Poa. Kaya nga kung tatayo po siya bilang legal team, ni Sara Duterte, magkakaroon po mga kababayan ng conflict of interest yan. Kasi nga, nagkaroon siya ng posisyon sa DepEd noong mga panahon na yon bilang undersecretary. At kung titingnan nyo mga kababayan, imposible naman na wala siyang alam sa nangyaring pagkawala ng 125 million pesos na hinahanap ano po kay Sara Duterte.